It is not shocking news to state that several athletes have sources of income outside their professional sports careers, whether it is out of passion or necessity. Today, we are concerned with NFL players and their music careers. Which NFL stars have a music career? Also, some NFL athletes will release an album, and what are the details? Watch this video to the end to find out. Firstly, 3 NFL stars that have side hustles outside music. First on the list is Cassius Marsh. Outside linebacker Cassius Marsh is a professional in American football. He began his career with the Seattle Seahawks before playing for several different teams until settling with the Chicago Bears. He shares Logan Paul's conviction that collectible cards will increase in value over time, which motivates him to spend a sizable percentage of his earnings on building up his collection of cards and other collectibles. Next is Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. Here we have a Canadian-born player who not only plays American football professionally, but also has a medical degree, which increases his income. He started his side business after receiving his medical doctorate, but at that point, he hadn't finished his residency. Thirdly, we have Brandon Copeland. Professional American football linebacker Brandon Copeland has extensive NFL experience. He works 2 jobs while contributing to his retirement fund. When he is not in the field, Brandon works as an analyst for an asset management company. According to him, his NFL playing days are soon coming to an end, forcing him to save large sums of money and take on various occupations in order to fund a pleasant retirement. Which NFL stars have a music career? It is difficult to see athletes switching to music, even if most have brief NFL careers due to the physical nature of the sport. Sports and music actually have a closer link than you might think. Professional sports are quite comparable to music in that both are about passion and expressing your emotions. Perhaps this is what led so many professional football players to pursue their own music careers. The majority of them engage in it as a hobby, but others are courageous enough to pursue their desire to become famous musicians. Now let's look more closely at some of the NFL players who made the decision to change things up and launch music careers. First on the list is Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, a professional NFL player who is presently a free agent, is one of the few sports figures who has been able to combine his love of football and music. After going to the New York Jets for one season, he played with the Pittsburgh Steelers for most of his professional career. He is, without a doubt, among the league's top running backs in terms of talent. However, Bell has recently shown himself to be a skilled rap and hip-hop musician. One of his songs, Icon, which he released on YouTube, received close to 3 million views. He claimed in an interview with XXL that the recording of his first song at the age of 13 ignited his passion for music. He continued by saying that he detested the idea of being confined to one particular subject, which is why he chose to pursue a career in professional music. Next on the list is Sam Hunt. Sam Hunt, a former American football player, found success outside of sports. After transferring to the University of Alabama at Birmingham, he began his early career by playing quarterback for Middle Tennessee State University for 2 seasons. He even had a tryout with the Kansas City Chiefs of the National Football League after graduating from college, which he described as a once-in-a-lifetime experience. If you are aware of how frequently the Chiefs have won the Super Bowl, you can see the reasoning. Hunt had a bright NFL future, but to the surprise of his family and friends, he chose to forgo football in favor of a music career. Given the success of his solo music career, he made the right choice. Now a singer and composer in the country music genre, he even had a single from his debut album reach Billboard's #1 country airplay chart. There are 2 athletes left on this list. As the third, we have Christine Michael, another former professional American football player, this time at Texas A&M, began thinking seriously about a career in the sport after joining a collegiate squad. In the second round of the 2013 NFL draft, he was selected by the Seattle Seahawks a few years later. With the Seahawks, he even managed to win the Super Bowl. He has now moved on to the Green Bay Packers and Indianapolis Colts after playing for the Dallas Cowboys. He took his time getting into music and never had the confidence to follow his dream professionally. Michael's brief musical career began after he posted his debut rap song on SoundCloud, which went unnoticed by the general audience. Later on, he dropped his debut mixtape, which contained a few rap tracks. It was fascinating to witness the musical talent he possessed. He claimed in a recent interview with Billboard that NFL players who become successful musicians are extremely uncommon. Additionally, he believes that NFL players have it far worse than NBA athletes do as musicians. Lastly on this list is Tayu Pupua. One of the NFL's professional athletes who made the switch to music with success was Tayu Pupua. Given the genre that Tayu has selected, this is a pretty unusual instance. He began his professional NFL career in 1995 after being selected by the Cleveland Browns. However, his time in the league was short-lived due to a number of injuries. However, he chose to follow his musical dream of singing opera because he had studied opera for 3 years at the Juilliard School. Most people are surprised to learn that Pupuya has an angelic voice. He is currently a very popular opera singer who mesmerizes audiences with his voice. Jason Kelce, Lane Johnson, and Jordan Mailata are making Christmas special with the release of an album. Jason Kelce and Lane Johnson occasionally wait for traffic to quiet down in Johnson's car after home games and after post-game showers. The offensive linemen for the Eagles occasionally listen to what Kelce described as old, melancholy country tunes while they wait. The two occasionally sing along, and according to Kelce, Johnson has a great voice. How well does Johnson sing? Jordan Mailata, another member of the offensive line, predicted that everyone would be shocked to hear Lane. He said that it definitely sounds like Elvis, and he knows that he is a little bit gassing him up, but we should just wait and see. Jordan said that Johnson is not that bad, and we are going to say that he is pretty good. Well, now the waiting game is finished. The album A Philly Special Christmas will be released on December 23rd and features numerous amazing musicians alongside the three linemen. However, one of the album's songs was released on Friday, November 25th. The Children's Crisis Treatment Center in Philadelphia will receive a donation from the album's sales, which were recorded at Rittenhouse Soundworks, Silent Partners, and Elm Street Studio. The project's executive producer is former Eagles pass rusher Connor Barwin, and its producer is Charlie Hall. Kelce said that it was just fun to hang out in a relatively laid-back environment, drink some beers, and perform some Christmas songs. Aside from that, it's incredibly humbling and blessed to observe someone with these artists' level of talent at work. The album's 7 songs include traditional holiday tunes performed by the three Eagles linemen, Lady Alma, Marshall Allen of Sun Ra Orchestra, Rob Hyman of the Hooters, Eric Bazillion of the Hooters, Zach Miller of Dr. Dog, and Robbie Bennett of The War on Drugs. Other performers include Mike Slow-Mo Brenner, The Silver Ages, Nasir Dickerson, Kyla Vandever, Thomas Hughes from the Spinto Band, Brandon Beaver from Me Without You, Randy Huth from Pissed Jeans, Nick Krill from the Spinto Band, and Eliza Hardy-Jones, a member of the War on Drugs Band. In addition to AJ Brown, Brandon Graham, Hassan Reddick, and Jordan Davis, Eagles commentator Merrill Reese also makes an appearance. Imagine mauling down 315-pound NFL linemen on a Sunday afternoon, then returning home and making a Christmas album before going to bed, as former Eagles LB Emmanuel H.O. put it on Twitter. This Eagles team is unique. When he appeared as Thingamabob on The Masked Singer last fall, Mailata demonstrated his singing prowess. We'll soon be able to judge the voice prowess of Kelce and Johnson. Johnson didn't use these exact words, but he did add that the Elvis analogy is a stretch. More accurately, stuffed. The right tackle who listens to Elvis Presley frequently called him his go-to. Johnson remarked that Mailata could always sing, and he and Kelce both like to sing. He went on to say that although they are not great at it, they really do enjoy it. He then said that they were about to release an album, so we should stay tuned, and he won't reveal any details before it is revealed. Kelce continued by saying that what Lane did and what Jordan did, one could call singing, but he is not sure whether what he did qualifies as singing. He basically just yelled in certain tones. There are a few songs there that, in Kelce's opinion, may surprise some listeners, particularly those who haven't heard Jordan Mailata perform. He then said that the song has the makings of a successful pop hit. It may be really big in his opinion. That brings us to the end of this video. What did you think about it? Were you aware of any of the athletes' music careers that we pointed out earlier? Let us know in the comments section. Please don't forget to like and subscribe while you're down there. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.